Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you guys are new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Please be sure to check out the rest of the content, and if you like what you see, subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, how y'all doing? I feel like I never really say hey to y'all, so I'm gonna say hey to y'all. This is a continuation series, so if you are new to this channel or if you're new to this series and you stumbled upon this video, I'm going to leave the videos in my description box down below that you guys have to watch first in order to get this whole story time. If you guys do not watch those videos, you're not going to get what I'm saying. So I'm going to leave it in the description box down below. Please be sure, guys, to just give the video a thumbs up. Like, stop what you're doing. Give the video a thumbs up. I really love pushing this series out for you guys, but I really want you guys to support me just as much as I support y'all. So it will not pain y'all anything to just give the video a thumbs up before y'all start watching or whatnot. And also, I know you guys have been in a little frenzy because I took a break from this series. I just want to let you guys know, please cut your girl some slack. This situation just happened to me, and I do like telling stories for y'all and I do like entertaining y'all, but you guys do have to also understand this is my real life and I am trying to heal. So telling these stories can sometimes become overwhelming for me, so I did need that little break, just to get my brain off the situation, and just I still want to be able to move on. Like, I want to move on from this situation, and constantly pushing videos out about this guy is causing me to constantly keep thinking about what he was doing and stuff like that, and I don't want to think about him. So if you guys see me taking little breaks throughout the series, please just, bear with me, okay? But the series is back, and yeah, y'all. Okay. Now, I know let me hit y'all with the so boom. Let's get straight into it. Now, I know I told you guys that I was going to bring Chelsea with me to tell the next part of the story, but me and her schedules just never really collided. And because me and her schedules never really collided, I was not able to bring her on the channel with me. And it's actually crazy because she actually was a part of this story time that I'm about to tell you guys about. It's fine. I'm still, y'all know me. I'm still gonna deliver, you feel me? So let's get straight into it. So if you guys remember, where we last left off was Legion was supposed to be taking me out for my birthday, and he was supposed to be buying me gifts. So let's continue where we left off. So leading up to that day, me and him were cool. Like, everything was cool. I'm not gonna say that stuff went back to normal, but it kind of did. Like, we were just cool again. Like, everything was fine again, and we just went back to, like, just talking regularly, just doing regular stuff, right? When I was going on a date with him, it was like in the middle of the week. So before those days came up, we're just texting, like, just regular stuff. He was working a lot around that time, so I didn't really get to get on the phone with him. I didn't really get to see him. The only time that I was going to be able to see Legion was going to be when we went on our date that day, and then he was going out of town to his hometown or whatnot. So let's talk about the events that happened that day. So the day came and everything was normal. Like, everything seemed fine. Everything seemed normal. Me and Legion were texting each other, and we're just having normal conversation. The thing with Legion is, even though Legion worked night shifts, when Legion used to get off of work, he didn't go to bed. Like, Legion would be up. I feel like Legion would crash around, like, I'm gonna say 2. He would crash. Then he would crash until it's time for him to go back to work at night. So when he would get off of work early in the morning, he would still be texting me and everything. So me and him, we were just texting back and forth and stuff like that. Now, keep in mind, he set up our date at 4 p.m. He set up our date at 4 p.m. and I was okay with that. Now, I ended up going to the gym in the morning with my friend Chelsea. We went to the gym, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, me and Chelsea be spending hours in the gym because, bitch, we be gossiping, we be talking about niggas, we be freaking taking forever to do, we be playing on our phone. Like, we spend a long time in the gym. Like, me and Chelsea, I can go, and I know some people like, what, Irene? But y'all gotta cut me some slack, bitch. I don't have a real job for real. So, bitch, most of my days is spent at the gym. Like, me and Chelsea, I can, like, for instance, today, let's just say today, for instance, I got to the gym today at 12. I didn't get home till 5. For 5 hours, I was in the gym. Ask me what me and Chelsea were doing. Just yapping. just yapping. But let me tell y'all something, the results don't lie. Me and her, we still get shit done. We still get shit done. Don't get it twisted. We still get shit done. Your girl is still looking good. Your girl is losing weight. Your girl's body is banging right now. But we like to play. We gotta play before we get shit done. So me and Chelsea, we at the gym. We yap, 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 yap. And I begin to see that me and Legion, we're texting each other throughout my whole session with we and him being at the gym. And I'm kind of concerned because he had just got off of a shift and he did not take a nap. And I was telling him, like, you're not going to go take a nap before we go out type shit. And he's like, nah, if I take a nap, I'm not gonna wake up. I'm gonna just stay up. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. So we just texted like normal, regular text messages throughout the day. Like just normal shit, like what you doing? Oh, I'm at the gym. What about you? Like normal shit, right? I know I said this in one of my last story times, but I'm gonna re-emphasize it again for my people that forgot. Legion be late to dates. Like Legion be late. I think I'm not gonna act like I was never late to any of our dates. I was late to some of our dates, but for the most part, Legion be late. So if Legion say 4, we ain't going to like 5, 6. Like he just be late to stuff. You know what I mean? You know, that's just him. Like that's just really him. He's not like he don't be like expeditiously late, but he never really like the time that he says that we should do something, it don't be the actual time that he shows up to those like things. He might be like 20 minutes, 30 minutes late, or you know what I mean? Never had an issue with it because y'all know me. If you guys watch my channel, you guys know I'm the queen of being late. So when I was dating a nigga that liked to be late too, bitch, I was so happy because it gave me time to be later, which is not a good thing, but I'm just being honest, right? Ooh, my back hurts, y'all. Bitch, I told y'all every time I tell this story about Legion, bitch, something on my body hurt. I hope that nigga not doing nothing to me. If he is, I command him in the name of Jesus to stop. Because I knew that Legion wasn't gonna be on time, me and Chelsea ended up pushing our workout until like 3 something. And so at this point I'm like, okay, let me see what's going on. Let me make sure like he not looking like where you at, or like let me make sure that he ain't getting ready or nothing like that. So I end up calling him and he didn't answer the phone, which was so weird because we were literally just texting. Like we were just texting, but I didn't think anything of it. I was like, okay, maybe he stepped away from his phone. Like I'm not thinking much of it. And Chelsea, we end up leaving the gym or whatnot. Time has gone by. Like we left the gym, we're still talking outside, we're still, you know, and then I came to realization, I'm like, wait, Legion hasn't called me back. Like it had been like 30 minutes later and it was like pushing 4 and this boy still hadn't called me back. Like it was almost 4 o'clock. So I texted him and was like, don't tell me you sleeping, because I just was like, bro, because I started to like feel like weird. Like this boy literally been texting me since the morning time and all of a sudden he's not texting me. Like I was just on some like, damn, bro, like I really hope this boy did not fall asleep, right? So I texted him and I'm like, please, Legion, like, don't tell me that you're sleeping. And he doesn't reply. And so I'm just like, what? Like, what's going on? Y'all, I kid you guys not. Tell me why 15 minutes later, I see him posting on Instagram. I'm looking like, mind you, Legion don't post like that. Like, he don't really post on his main story like that. So I'm looking like, so you can post on your story, but you see me calling you, you see me texting you, and you're not responding. So right when I thought that, I ended up telling Chelsea what was going on, and I was like, Legion is literally posting on Instagram, but he's not responding to my text messages. And she was like, that's weird. And I was like, I don't know, y'all. And I don't know. I mean, I've gotten to the point where y'all didn't judge me on everything that I've done this series, so I really don't care no more. But bitch, I said we're gonna have to pull up on him. Like Young Thug said, pull up on the motherfucking kid. We're gonna have to pull up on him. And I asked Chelsea, I'm like, do you want to pull up on him? And she's like, yeah, we need to. Chelsea is my partner in crime, y'all. Like she is down for the cause. Just down for the cause. So she's like, yep, let's pull up on him. Cause like, what the fuck? Why are you not answering the phone? Like, what's going on? Like, why you not answering the phone? That's weird. Like, it's literally damn near 4 o'clock. You're not answering the phone. You're acting mad sus. Like, what's going on, right? We get in the car. And we get ready to go over there to him. And it's crazy because while I was driving, he texted me and he was like, hold on, something is going on. Something happened. I'm gonna call you back. Just hold on. No. No, buddy. No, like, no, because now you're fucking playing with me, okay? And I don't like to be played with. So we're about to do a pop-up. We're about to do a pop-up, and we're about to figure out what's going on. That's what we're about to figure out. We're about to figure out what's going on, right? And I don't want to hear nothing, y'all. I don't want to hear nothing about you crazy, you this, you that. I don't want to hear nothing, okay, y'all? I don't want to hear it, because I just always felt like I was right about this nigga, but I never had full proof. But I always felt like I was right that this nigga was doing some weird shit, but like I just never had proof on him. We end up pulling up to his apartment or whatnot, and I end up knocking on the door. Mind you, before I knocked on the door, I put my, like, okay, no. I'm skipping, bitch. Let me give y'all the full details, bitch. Let me give y'all the full details, bitch. Pull up to his thing. Mind you, remember I told you guys, Legion got the type of apartment where, like, you need a key to get anywhere. So we had to wait for a while to get into the garage. We got into the garage very quickly. Then I parked my car up at the floor with the visitors parking. Now we got to figure out a way to get inside the actual place. Nobody was outside, y'all. On the top floor, don't nobody be outside. So me and Chelsea had to walk down floors to go look for people. And then we ended up finding this white lady, and I was like, excuse me. I put my you know, my little cute voice on. I'm like, excuse me. She's like, yeah, honey, what? And I'm like, can you help me get in there? Like, I need to get inside of there. And she was like, yeah, sure. So we end up getting in there. Now the next step is we need to find somebody that's riding the elevator. So now we looking around and shit. We waited for people that's riding the elevator. Now it took a minute, but we finally got upstairs, right? So now we're upstairs, and I'm at his front door, and I end up putting my ear to his door because I'm like, is he sleeping? Like, I'm still trying to figure out, is he sleeping? Is he not? And I know some people like, why would you bring Chelsea with you? But she down for the cause. Like, she just down for the cause. And Chelsea don't really do much. Like, I mean, the most Chelsea gonna do is laugh. Like, that's pretty much it. If she get out of hand, she gonna handle it. Like, we both gonna handle it, but the most that she gonna do is laugh. You know what I mean? So I end up knocking on the door. I'm just knocking. Like, when I tell you, I'm just knocking at the door, y'all. I'm just knocking. I'm knocking at the door. I'm knocking at the door. So I'm legit knocking at the door for, I kid you guys not, like, fucking 2 minutes, I think. Like, about 2 minutes. It wasn't that long that I knocked on the door. Tell me why Legion ends up coming out with the door with the fucking gun. Not even, bitch, this wasn't even like your regular type of gun. Like, this wasn't even your regular preparing type of gun, bitch. This motherfucker came out like he was ready to hunt deer, and I was the motherfucking deer. This nigga came out with a rifle. A fucking rifle. Bitch, I said, ah! Because, bitch, when I seen the gun, bitch, I said, ah! Bitch, I said, ah! What's going on? So he got the motherfucking gun, like, and mind you, like, when he opened the door, like, I put my foot in the door because I don't want him to be like, what the fuck? So then he had the gun, like, I kid you guys not, I didn't see the gun. I didn't see the gun. So he had the gun like right above my foot. Like, this is my foot in the door. He had the gun like this. And so he holding the gun, and he like, Irene? And I'm like, nigga, is you sleeping? Like, what is you doing? Like, I asked him straight up, like, and I said, put the fucking gun up. Like, what? And he was like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like, you could tell, like, he getting, like, frustrated. And he was like, I told you something going on. I'm like, so what's going on? I'm like, mind you guys, it's way past 4. It's like 5 something. So I'm like, so what's going on? He's like, I told you something is going on. I said, what's going on? And he's like, man. And I said, could you put the gun up? Because he still has the gun, like, on my feet. I'm like, could you put the gun up? Then I legit, like, mind you, he didn't open the door all the way. Like, he had the door, like, creaked open a little bit. It's like he was hiding something. I'm like, what is he doing? So then I looked to like, my eyes made contact to his counter. And why do I see, like, flowers in a vase on his counter? And I'm just looking like, you don't buy flowers. And so I'm like, hey, who bought you those flowers? And he's like, I bought myself those flowers. I wanted to decorate the house, this and that. And I'm just like, no, like, who bought you those flowers? Like, I've been dating you for a while now. I've never seen you buy flowers, but all of a sudden you bought flowers. Like, that don't even make sense to me. But I didn't even feel like arguing with him about the flowers, to be quite honest with you. I was just trying to figure out what is going on to the point where you feel like you can disappear right before our date. Like, me and you was texting, everything was fine, but all of a sudden you know what I mean? Like what's going on? And so he's like, hold on, man. Let me go put the gun up. Hold on. He fucking goes inside the house. He goes inside the house and he starts texting me like, you need to leave now. I'm like, what the fuck? And he was like, you pulling up to my house after I told you that I got something going on. You cannot do that. You pulling up to my house unannounced. This and that. Mind y'all. Mind y'all. Mind y'all. When I used to date Legion in the beginning, this used to be telling me, mi casa, su casa. What happened to that? Huh? Bitch, is this no longer my house? What happened to that? And I just used to be like, what? Like, bitch, what do you mean I need to leave? So I'm like, no, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. Like, I'm just not leaving.
You're leaving.
I'm not leaving.
I promise you you are.
I'm not leaving, though.
I promise you you are.
I'm not leaving, though.
Big.
Te lo juro que yo no me voy de aquí.
the fuck up out
Te lo juro que yo no me voy de aquí. Te lo juro que yo no me voy de aquí.
So he's like, you need to leave now. Like, something is going on. And y'all, and I know because I want to tell the story how I want to tell the story, and I want to lay the story out for you guys on a silver platter. So when I give you guys the main entree, you guys could be like, oh, okay, yeah, you was right all along. But I know throughout this series, a lot of you guys are going to be saying that I was crazy. I know a lot of you guys are going to be saying that it was majority of these situations was my fault. But I want you guys to understand this is a series about a narcissist. So a lot of you guys that have been commenting talking about, I don't see how he's a narcissist, or a lot of people have been commenting saying that I was the crazy one, or that it didn't seem to them like he was doing anything wrong. Y'all even got this nigga manipulating y'all through a story time. And then let me even before I continue the story, let me bring it back full circle. I have other people telling me that they don't know why I stayed and this and that. But then I have other people on the other hand saying that they don't think that he did anything wrong, and it looks like he wasn't wrong to them. Do you guys not understand why I stayed? Do you guys not get it? I'm not justifying me staying with this man, but do you guys not understand why I'm staying? Because people in the comments are getting played by this man as I'm telling the story time. They think this man is innocent. So you guys can only understand how I felt about the whole situation. I'm not saying that I thought this man was innocent, but I had no proof, and it's like I was going crazy with my brain. Like my brain, like half of my brain was like, this man's pulling one over on you. The other half of my brain is like, he's not doing nothing. So it was hard. It was hard for me to leave, y'all. But let me continue the story. So y'all, I just start getting very mad, and I'm like, really, like, all of a sudden you got something going on right before our date. Mind you, me and Chelsea, we're outside his door talking shit. Like, Chelsea's talking mad shit. And Chelsea's like, this can't be the nigga you been bragging about. Like, Chelsea's talking mad shit out his door. She like, this can't be the nigga that you been fucking bragging about, Irene. This can't be the nigga. And I'm just like, this is the nigga. Unfortunately, bitch, I don't know what to tell her. Bitch, I'm about to bust the window down and hit Legion upside the motherfucking head, because bitch, you embarrassing me in front of my people. So I'm like, yeah, this is him, bitch. I'm so embarrassed to say it, bitch. I said, yeah, that's him. Bitch, I don't even want to say it loud because you embarrassing me. Like, I've been bragging to you. Not really bragging. I didn't really brag to Chelsea about Legion. But like, I've been saying like, oh, me and Legion doing this today, me and Legion doing that. You know, like if she want to hang out with me, and she's like, damn, you always with that nigga. You must really like him. Cause Chelsea know, like, I don't hang out with niggas like that all the time like that. Like, it don't be lasting that long, because I don't really like niggas like that. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Like, damn, like, you must really like this nigga. And I'm like, you know what I mean? Like a dumbass. And today, for the first time, my friend is meeting you, and this is what you're doing? Like, it just was so embarrassing, y'all. I don't think you guys understand. So I'm texting him, and I'm like, you need to come out now. And y'all, I was not going to do nothing, and I'm going to say allegedly because I don't know who's watching. But I told him straight up that if he doesn't come out, that, you know, allegedly, you know, we're gonna fuck up that car. We're gonna fuck up that car. And I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear, yeah, you crazy, you this. I don't want to hear it, because I know what I am. What did King Von say? I am what I am. What I'm not, see, I never be. Bitch, I am what I am. I know what I am. Y'all don't got to tell me. But yeah, I told him straight up, you know, it's either you come outside or the car getting fucked up. It's that simple. Like, you know, do what you want with that information, because at this point, You playing with my top. And this is where I begin to notice that Legion was a liar, because you can't tell me what happened because nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. That's why you can't tell me what happened. Nothing happened. But you just don't want to take me out on the date. That's what it's given. It's given that you don't want to take me out on the date. And so after I told him that, bitch, he started getting like irate. He's like, touch my motherfucking car and you gonna see what I'm gonna do to you. Oh, woo. Woo, bitch, I'm scared. So mind you, me and Chelsea, we childish. So I said, bitch, he said, touch my motherfucking car and see what I'm gonna do to you. So then Chelsea was like, uncle, you won't do nothing, no. She's talking with an African accent. So we just cackling, like we cackling and like, you know, we just talking. Like Chelsea's like, see his head looking like da da da. Like we just talking shit outside his door. One of his neighbors end up coming out with the dog, a white man. He's looking at us like this because I guess he heard like the commotion from inside his apartment. So he's looking at us like weirdly while he's passing us up. Legion is texting me and he's like, you need to leave my house now. You know I live next to white neighbors. They're gonna call the cops on you. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm not leaving. I said, you need to come outside now. I'm not leaving. You're gonna explain to me what's going on, because you always being secretive and sneaky and shit. No, you're gonna explain to me what's going on. So he, after like I know this story sounds like we were doing this for a while, but it happened, this part that I'm telling you guys happened really quickly. So he comes out after me and him going back and forth. When he comes out, he opens the door and then he locks his door and he stands out in the hallway. And I'm just like, why you locking the door? Why can't I come in? He's like, I don't want you in there. And I'm like, why not? And then he was like, I don't know her, pointing at my friend. I said, and my friend was like, nigga, don't nobody want to be in your apartment. She was like, I'll stay out here. Like, I'm not worried about being in your apartment, you know? So he's like, okay, but I'm not gonna let you in. And I'm like, why not? And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? Like, what's going on? Like I said, we had a date at 4 o'clock. What are we doing? He's like, look at you, you're not even ready. This boy starts gaslighting me, y'all. He starts fucking like pulling at my gym clothes. He's like, look at you, you're not even ready. You're not even ready. Look at you. You over here worried about a date. You're not ready. Look at your hair. Like, cause I looked a mess, you know. So I'm like, yeah, because you were not answering the phone. And I said, and I'm happy I didn't get ready because look at the bullshit that you're doing. And he's like, well, I'm letting you know right now some real shit is going on. Real shit that I can't tell you. This and that. And then he's like, and so I'm getting mad and I'm like, well, and he's like, and I don't even want to talk out here. I don't want to talk out here in front of people because my neighbors, they will call the police if we get loud. And I'm like, so let me in. This boy refuses to let me inside his apartment, guys. He refuses to let me inside his apartment. He's literally leaned up against the wall going like this. Like a fucking baby. Going like this. I'm like, Legion, let me in the apartment. He's like, no. I'm like, why not? He's like, I'm like, why not? Like, it just was so weird. It was just so weird what was going on. Like, it was just mad weird. And I was like, why are you not letting me in? And mind you, the reason why I wanted to go in is because he kept saying, I don't want to talk about this stuff out here in front of your friends and in front of the neighbors. So I'm like, okay, so then let me in. He's like, no, I'm not letting you in. So I'm like, is there somebody in there or what? Like, is there somebody inside the apartment? He's like, there's actually nobody in there. He said, I'm just not letting you in because the last time something happened, you were banging at my things, breaking my things. He said, I'm not about to let you inside my apartment and you start tearing up my apartment and stuff like that. He said, we're not doing that today. And I'm like, I'm not going to break nothing. He said, I don't trust you. I don't care. I don't trust you. And I'm like, but I'm not. And I really wasn't going to touch nothing in his apartment. I really wasn't. But he just kept saying, no, like, I don't want you touching nothing in my apartment. I don't want you touching nothing in my apartment. No, I'm not letting you in. I'm not letting you in. He was like, I don't trust you. After what you did the other day, banging on my table, I don't trust you. And so, mind you, I'm just looking at him like, and I'm getting mad. Like, y'all, when I tell you I'm getting mad because I'm gonna be real. I don't think nothing was going on with Legion. Like, I don't think Legion had nothing going on. I personally feel like Legion just did not want to go on the date and didn't know how to opt out of it. And so he made up that something happened so he didn't have to go on the date. But he didn't think that I was going to pull up to his house and, you know, call his bluff. Like, he didn't think I was going to do all that. So I'm just me-mugging him at this point. Like, I'm really me-mugging him like, you really ruined our date type shit. Like, you really ruined our date. He's like, how did I ruin our date? You not even ready. He said, and this boy starts gaslighting me again, y'all. He's like, if you say the date is at 4, the date is at 4. This motherfucker doing this like he the teacher. I'm like, and then he said, look at you, you're not even ready. You're not even ready. And then he turns around and I said, you ruined our date. He said, I didn't ruin our date. We can still go. He said, it's only like, what, 5, 6. We can still go. I said, how can we go? Look at what I'm wearing. Look, no, this is what he said, y'all. He said, we could go right now. We could go right now. I said, how can I go right now? Look at what I'm wearing and look at who I'm here with. How can I go right now? You know what Legion said, y'all? This nigga said, it don't matter. All 3 of us can go. What? When he said that, I'm like, what? What are you talking about? And he was like, yeah, we can all go. He says, cause you want to go on a date after I told you that something is going on. I told you that something is going on and you not listening. So come on, let's go. He's like, let's go. I'm like, I'm not going on a date with all 3 of us. Like, this is not a fucking what is that relationship called where you have more than one partner. Like, this ain't that. And he's like, it don't gotta be that. Like, we just gonna go on a regular, like, go out to eat type shit and then go get your gifts since you want to complain so much. I'm telling you something going on. Like, he really gaslighted me. I'm telling you something going on and da da da. And I'm like, and he's like, anyways, I'm not gonna talk about this situation right here, because as he was talking to me, more of his neighbors were coming out, not to our situation, but were just coming out like on some, like, you know, leaving their apartment and going to their car. So he's like, well, I'm not discussing this situation with you. Do you want to go to the conference room? I'm like, no, I'm not walking all the way to the conference room. He's like, well, I'm not discussing this situation with you no more. And then this boy just gives me the silent treatment. And y'all, I am literally fuming. Like, when I tell you guys, I am fuming at him, because I'm like, this is disruptiveness on a whole nother level. Like, I really don't even understand why you're doing all this. Like, this is mad weird. You know what this boy does, y'all? This boy starts hugging me. Because mind you, at this point in time, I turned around and I'm looking at my friend like, dude, like, am I tripping or is this nigga being weird? And my friend's just looking like, yeah, he is. Like, we make, like, you know how you make eye contact with your friend and y'all talking with each other? It's like, I looked at her like, and she was like, yeah, like, this nigga being weird. And so I'm my back is facing him. My front is facing my friend. So you know what this boy does? This boy hugs me, like, gives me a bear hug from behind and starts trying to kiss on my neck. And so at this point, y'all, I just fucking go into a rage. I'm like, bro, get off of me. The fuck? Like, stop playing. Like, this shit not funny at all. I don't find none of this shit funny, because you were supposed to do something for my birthday, and the day that you're supposed to actually do something, you're playing. But you claim something's going on, and you think it's a game. Like, you see I'm literally up here upset, and you hugging me from behind and kissing on my neck and shit. Like, don't do that. So you know, bitch, I thought I was in a tornado. Bitch, I say, get off of me, the fuck, bitch. Get off of me, the fuck. So, bitch, I'm like, bro, get off of me. Like, what the fuck? And then on top of that, I had just came from the gym. Like, I don't want him, like, hugging all up on me and, like, you know, kissing on me and shit. Like, I had just came from the gym. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I was like, you're weird. Like, I was like, you're weird. Like, what's wrong with you? So then tell me why. This is when I kind of looked at Chelsea, y'all. And Chelsea, if you're watching this, I know you're gonna laugh, because Chelsea finds this part funny all the time. She always brings this up. Tell me why Legion gonna look over at Chelsea and they both gonna start bursting out laughing. Bitch, I looked at Chelsea like, bitch, I should have kept you home. Because, bitch, I don't know whether you want my side or his side. What the fuck is you laughing with him for? Ain't shit funny over there. This nigga making me mad. And you over here laughing with him. And it's so funny because as soon as I made eye contact with her, she legit went from, she was doing this. She was like, and then when she saw me, she said, I'm like, bitch, why are you laughing at that? And I talked to her later on, and she told me the reason why she started laughing at that situation was the way I, like, went like that when he hugged me, made her laugh like so hard. Like she said I looked like I was finna like elbow him the way I was going like that. So she said that's what made her laugh. Then she said it's the fact that he looked at her after he looked at her like on some like, do you see how your friend is acting? And then they both bursted out laughing. So at this point, y'all, like after that I was over it. Like I was like, I'm over it. Like I'm really over it. Like I'm going home. So he's like, just come to the conference with me and I'll tell you what happened. So I end up going to the conference with him, y'all. So we're now in a conference room. Do you not know how, like, do you guys not see how dramatic Legion was? Like Legion was mad dramatic for no reason. Like he just used to do the fucking theatrics, but Legion acted like he was such a calm nice nigga. But no, this nigga used to do the fucking theatrics. Like we did not need to do all this just for you to tell me what happened. So we end up in the conference room, and at this point, y'all, like I'm just frustrated. Like when I tell you guys I'm frustrated, I am mad frustrated. Like I'm frustrated to the point where like I start crying. Like all jokes aside, mind y'all, when I went to the conference room, Chelsea just was like, I'm gonna just stay on outside his door, you know, I'm gonna let y'all have y'all privacy. And I'm like, are you sure? Because I didn't want to just leave her out there like for a long time. And she's like, girl, I told you I was coming. She said I knew, like, you know, she's like, it's cool, like y'all can go do y'all thing, I'll just stay out here. So I went with him to the conference room. I just started crying, and I was so much more crying out of anger. Like I just kind of started to feel like this nigga is playing with me. Like he is real life playing with me, and I'm not liking it. Like that's just how I started to feel. I just started to feel like this guy is playing with me and I'm not liking it. So I'm crying, like I'm like tears is rolling down my eyes, and he's like literally like wiping my tears, and he's like, don't cry, like I'm so serious, Irene. He's like, I'm not lying, I promise you I'm not lying, something happened. So I'm like, okay, we're here, so what happened? Like you literally told me let's go to the conference room so I can tell you what happened. What happened? He's like, it has something to do with my family, this and that. I can't really get into too much details right now because the situation literally just happened. But when I get the shit figured out, I'ma really get into details. But you cannot be pulling up to my house like that. This is unacceptable. I could have really shot you, this and that. I did not know that it was you. I thought it was some niggas running my house down. I'm like, why is niggas running your house down? Like that don't even make sense to me, you know? He's like, yeah, like I really did not know it was you, this and that. He's like, I can't tell you what's going on right now, but I promise you, like if you really just stay with me, like if you really stay with me, I'll be able to explain it to you later on. I know this looks fucked up. Like he's just giving me the runaround, y'all. Like that's literally all I can really say. And I'm just so frustrated. Like when I tell you guys I'm frustrated, mind you, this was gonna be the last time I seen him till like the very next week, because he was gonna go to his hometown right after. So I wasn't even gonna get to see this boy. So it just was frustrated because to me it just kind of looked like, I think at that point, y'all, I'm gonna be real. At that point, I was stuck. Like, I was so stuck because I think the problem at that point became that, you know, the saying that if a guy doesn't get you anything for his birthday, then you need to leave him alone. But I think the problem at that point was that I was stuck. I liked him too much, and I was scared because of that. Because I was like, damn, like I'm stuck. Like I don't like I'm just stuck. Like I'm stuck. Like it's just no way that I can explain it rather than the fact that I'm stuck. Like I don't know. I start thinking of things, and I start thinking of when God told me not to do what I did, and I just start thinking of things, and I'm like, this is probably why God told me not to get entangled with this guy. Because it's crazy, because before I met Legion, like even during when I was dating Legion, and it was just when we were dating other people, it was so easy for me to cut guys off at red flags. But like when I was dating him, it was like hard. Like it was so hard to cut him off, and I just was frustrated. Like I was just so frustrated, and I guess he could just see how frustrated I was, and he was just apologizing, and he was just telling me that he has so much respect for me. He said that he puts me on a pedestal. Like he's just like he's just trying to pump my head up, I guess. Like, he's just saying that he would never disrespect me and play before a date. He said something happened with his family, and he was saying like I just have to believe him. I have to believe him. And for the life of me, y'all, I could not believe him. Like, I do think that something happened, but I do not think that something happened with his family. I don't think that something happened with his family. And the reason why I don't think that something happened with his family was because of the fact that he was so worried that I came to his house. Mind you, I was always at this boy's house. So why me being at his house this time was an issue kind of made me kind of look like, what's going on over here that you don't want me at your house when I'm always legit at your house 24/7? What's the problem with me being at your house right now? Like, he just kept bringing up the fact that I could never do what I did again. Like, I can never do it again. And he just was apologetic, and he was just telling me to take my friend home and come back and see him. And I'm like, no, Legion, like, I've already spent a lot of gas like to come and see you. And he's like, I'll fill up your tank. He's like, we could go to the station, I'll fill up your tank, just come back and see me. Like, take your friend home and come back and see me. He's like, but I can't go on this date today. Like, I'm not in the right headspace. I can't go on this date today. And I'm just like, okay, like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't even want to go on a date no more. Like, you've already made me cry. You've already made me feel weird. I kind of feel like you're lying about something. You're refusing to tell me what happened to you. You're just acting weird. Like, you're just acting mad weird. So we end up going to back to his door to get my friend. My friend, she's just sitting there. She's just waiting for us. So then he walks me to my car with my friend. So he ends up walking us to the car or whatnot. And it's just very awkward. Like, we're in the elevator, everyone's quiet, like everybody's just sitting there, like, just quiet and awkward. And then he finally walks us to my car, and he like tries to like hug me, and I just like shrugged him like, don't touch me, because I just was so like, just this guy is weird. Like, this guy is mad weird. So he tells me, he's like, are you gonna come back? Are you gonna come back? And I'm like, I'll see, Legion. Like, I'll see. So I'm in the car with my friend, and I told her what happened, and I'm like, I don't know if I should go back over there and talk to him about, because he said that when I come back, he's gonna explain more stuff of what happened. And he basically was saying that as we were speaking in that moment, shit was going down. And I'm like, okay. So he's like, come back and I'm gonna tell you like more stuff of what happened or whatnot. And I'm just like, okay. So I asked my friend, I'm like, should I go back? And she's like, yeah, I think you should go back to see what he like got going on. She's like, but don't sleep over there. Like, just go back, see what he got going on, let him fill your tank up and go home type shit. And I'm like, okay, that's fine, right? I end up texting him, and I'm like, do you still want me to come back over there? Like, it's up to you. Like, do you still want me to come back? Y'all, tell me why this boy ends up texting me talking about, I'm so sorry, Irene, some more stuff just happened. I'm not, like, I won't be able to, whatchamacallit, I cannot see you tonight. I am so fucking mad. He basically just goes on this tangent about how mad he is, and he doesn't want to hang out with nobody tonight, that he's so angry right now. And y'all, I'm gonna be real. I'm just to clarify, I do think that something happened to Legion. Like, I do think that something happened to Legion, but a part of me feels like something happened to Legion with a girl. Like, I don't think it had nothing to do with his family. I think it has something to do with a girl. And you guys, I'm just gonna leave it there on that note, and you guys will understand later on. But yeah, so in that moment, I knew that something happened to Legion, but I think he was lying about like it being family. Like, I feel like he was lying a little bit. He's just telling me like, please, like, Irene, like, please, I'm so sorry. Like, I know you're not gonna like me no more for this. He's like, please do not cut me off. Like, I'm begging you. He said, I put this on everything I love. Something is going on right now that I cannot tell you about. Like, something bad is happening right now that I can't tell you about. I'm so fucking mad right now. Like, I cannot be around nobody right now. Like, please just understand what I'm telling you. Like, please. Like, he's just begging. Like, he's begging. And I just told him straight up, Legion, do your thing. Like, just do your thing at this point, because I'm over it. You know what I mean? I'm over the back and forth with you. Like, just do your thing. Like, go on your trip, do your thing. So I just stopped texting him. I just started ignoring him at this point, because I just felt like you just disrespected me, and I just need my space. Like, I just don't want to be around you right now. End up texting him that, And then he goes on his trip. He's like checking in on me, like, you know, he's texting me like, hey, are you good, this and that. And you know, I'm just texting him back as the days. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. But like the conversations are very short. Like it's not really nothing, like it's not hitting on nothing. So when he came back into the city, he texted me and was like, do you want to see me? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, you know, he's like, he asked me, do you want to see me and do you want to talk about what happened a week ago? And I'm like, yeah, sure, we could talk about it. He's like, cool, because I got some things to say to you. And I'm like, okay, like that's cool. So I end up pulling up to his house or whatnot. I pull up to his house and we end up sitting down on the couch. He went to go take a shower. I'm just sitting on the couch watching TV. He gets out the shower and me and him were just talking on the couch. And he's like, mind you, he had work that day. Legion had work that day. So, and I wasn't going to sleep over regardless, but he had work that day. So I had to leave at a certain time. So he's like, hey, like, I really want to talk to you about like us and stuff like that. And I'm like, what? So Legion goes into this deep conversation and he's basically just telling me that me coming to his house the other day really just put a bad taste in his mouth, and bringing my friend there really put a bad taste in his mouth. And he was basically just saying that he doesn't understand why I couldn't take his word for it, that something was going on, that I had to come all the way over here. And then he said that he would have felt a little bit better had I came over here by myself, but the fact that I came over here with my friend was just disrespectful, because he said that I'm putting him in a bad light to my friend. He said that my friend is gonna think low of him because of what's going on in that moment. He did not want my friend to see me like that. And then he was basically saying that I was over here threatening to mess up his car, allegedly. He's like, I was over here threatening to mess up his car and how that's inappropriate. And he was just saying a lot. Like, he just said a lot. And he was basically just telling me that something, like what happened to him was really bad. I'm not really talking. I'm not really like going back and forth with him. I'm just listening. I'm just letting him talk. He talks so much. I think that's the most that Legion has ever talked since we dated. And he just basically, in a way, kind of told me that he needed his space. He didn't say I need my space, but he told me that he's not going to be interacting like that with me, that he got a lot going on. He hit me with the I'm busy, I got a lot, not I'm busy, but he hit me with the stuff is going on in my life right now and I'm not in the mood to talk to nobody. And then like he starts trying to show me his phone, like, you see, like I'm not talking to nobody right now, like I'm so angry, this and that. And so I'm just like, oh, okay, like, you know, like it's nothing, like I'm not gonna force you to do nothing that you don't want to do. And as far as I'm concerned, like, you low-key pissed me off too. So, you know, we just, you know, we two pissed off people. Like, I'm pissed, you pissed. I don't know what to say about it, right? So after we have that long discussion, he ends up cooking me some food. Legion was a gentleman. I'll say that. Like, he was a gentleman. He always made sure that I ate. Like, he always made sure that I ate food. So he's like, are you hungry? And I'm like, yeah, sure, I guess. So he's like, okay. So he gets in the kitchen and he starts cooking. He gives me a meal or whatnot. I end up eating the meal. I got tired. So I was like, I'm tired. I got the itis after I ate. And mind you, when I went to Legion's house, I'm going to say it was like 2 and he had work at like 9. And then so we talked and everything by 5 or 4, and then we ate and everything. So I ended up getting the itis and I'm like, I have the itis, can I take a nap? And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna take a nap with you. So we end up taking a nap together or whatnot, and he ends up waking up, getting ready for work, and you know, I end up going home. I took his word for it. He told me he needed his space, so I'm gonna give you your space type shit. Like, and I think with me, I don't know what it is with me, but I begin to get very like just angry at him. Like, I think I just begin to get angry because you're not finna play the victim. Like, I don't know what it is, but when I got home, I thought about everything and I just told myself, oh no, you are not playing the victim. You didn't give me anything for my birthday. And I know people like, oh my God, girl, like, he don't owe you nothing. Yes, the fuck he do. If you say you're gonna do something, do it. That's common decency. Like, what are you talking about? He don't owe me nothing. Yes, he do. If that's the case, then he should never even told me that he was gonna give me anything for my birthday. Like, he should never did that. So I'm like, oh no, like, this nigga got me fucked up. So in the beginning, I could see, like, I was texting him, not a lot, but I was just texting him little things that he was being mad dry. Like, his texting skills were so off. So I just ghosted him. Like, when I say I just ghosted him, I completely ghosted his ass. So throughout the days, he will be texting me like, hey, Irene, not replying. He'll be sliding up on my story, not replying. Like, nigga, I'm ghosted type shit. Like, you don't get to play the game, bitch. I play the game. Like, you don't play the game around here. Like, it was just making me so mad because it's like, you're not about to gaslight me and make me feel like I was wrong in this situation. You were wrong in this situation. You never got me my gift, and you have yet to tell me what's going on. And I know somebody about to say, he don't owe you that. He don't owe you that. At the very least, yes, he does, because he has messed out on my birthday twice. So he does owe me something. Like, he owes me something. And then he's not going to sit here and make it seem like I'm wrong for coming to his house when he told me that this is your house, you can come here anytime. But now all of a sudden I come, it's like, oh, you should never came to my house, and da da da. Like, it just was mad weird. So I guess he peeped that I was ignoring him, so he texted me and was like, why are you ignoring me? And I just told him, I said, Legion, you said you wanted space. Like, I'm not gonna play them type of games with you. You said you wanted space. I'm not gonna play them type of games with you. And I ended up bringing up Bat too. Like, that's another thing that made me mad. He's still following this girl, y'all. And if you guys remember Bat from the last story time, that's the girl that he said was crazy, but was literally following her. And so I said, oh, and you're still following that Bat girl, and you think that I'm supposed to sit up here and chase you and beg for you? I said, go be with her. If that's what you want to do, if you went and rekindled your relationship with her, go be with her, okay? You're not going to put me in timeout, and I'm just going to be sitting there waiting for you like a kid. No, like, I know what you're doing, and I don't like it type shit. Like, and you're playing with my feelings because you know that I'm hooked. You know I'm hooked. You know that now at this point it's hard for me to cut you off. So now you're really playing with me, and it's frustrating the hell out of me. And y'all, I just started praying to God, and I just started telling God, whatever hold this boy has on me, please, like, let it go. Like, I was just praying to him, and I was praying to God. When I tell you guys, I was praying to God like no other. Like, and I know people like, oh my God, you stayed through all this. Yes, y'all, I was stuck. Okay, I couldn't let him go. I was stuck. I didn't know what he had over me, but I was stuck. And it wasn't me just being like, la 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 la, I'm a dumb girl. Like, no, like, I legit had nights where I was praying to God and crying, like, please let whatever hold this boy have on me, let it go. And it was not working. Like, it wasn't working. It just wasn't working. But for that moment, it worked. So I think my anger with him began to just make me angry. Now, all of a sudden, Legion sees I'm ignoring him. Tell me why he starts liking my stories. Mind you, remember I told you guys Legion never interacted with none of my posts on Instagram, but now all of a sudden you like his shit? He's liking my stories, liking my Instagram posts. I'm like, oh, now you want to like my shit? Let me give you something to like. And I'm not going to tell him who, what, when, where, because I don't know if he's watching it. But y'all know how I told y'all that he was supposed to be giving me a certain gift for my birthday? Bitch, I went and got that gift, and I posted it on my story and put a whole bunch of hearts. Bitch, he ain't like that one. Bitch, when he watched that story, y'all, that shit angered him. Like, when Legion watched that story, that shit angered him. And remember I told you, one thing about Legion, he don't show his emotions. Like, he'll act like he cool on it, but I could just feel it, you know? After he watched that story, y'all, he stopped watching my story completely. Like, he stopped completely watching my story. It's like he muted me or something, because I did not see him in my views after that. And I know that shit angered him. Like, who the hell got you that gift, you know? And he stopped texting me. And he just kind of just... It's like we kind of drifted apart. Like, we drifted apart a little bit. And I just was like, yeah, fuck you. And I did. And yes, y'all, I did it on purpose. I purposely posted that gift so he could get mad. Like, yeah, nigga, if you don't buy it, somebody else will. Somebody else will buy the gift if you don't buy it. Like, it's just that simple. And I know that shit angered him, because he was like, the fuck? Like, who bought that girl that gift, you know? So... that's where we're gonna stop the story time. Yeah, I hope you guys liked the story time. If you did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Sorry, y'all. Let me know y'all's opinions of how y'all feel about the situation. If you guys think I was wrong, y'all let me know down below. If you guys think I was right, y'all let me know down below. If you guys think that I didn't know what I was doing and I was just, you know, assuming shit, y'all let me know down below. Y'all always do anyways. I love you guys so much. If you guys like this hairstyle, y'all let me know down below. I decided to do something different because I feel like I always do the same bullshit. So I just wanted to do something different, and I don't know, I look like a schoolgirl. I think I like it. But I love you guys so much. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.